Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the 2025 Washington Mental Health Summit. We are honored and pleased to see so many people here today. You all are my early birds who understands traffic in Seattle. Shout out to you all, because we are expecting a lot of people in this room, and they will be here, I'm sure. My name is Roberta Romero. Please call me Bert. I will be guiding us through the day's events and discussions. We have an incredible lineup of guests, and it's a very full day and topics. We also have more than 632 people here today, more than 600, with more than nearly 400 joining us virtually, 1,000 people who are taking part in this. Who knew when this started 6 years ago that we'd be at this point? Thank you, thank you. And welcome to our virtual people as well. I'd like to share a little bit about me. I am the executive producer of Facing Race at King 5 News. Before that, I worked in the nonprofit world, Residence 12 in Pierre, Washington. And before that, I was a reporter at King 5 for more than 20 years. I'm also a board member for TRAD's Legacy Project. Now, as I stand in a room filled with mental health advocates, I feel strongly, very strongly, to have to confess something to you today. Something that many people don't know about me. I love being old. I love it so much. Yes, at 61, I have creaky knees, gray hairs, bifocal glasses, but you know what else it is? It's confidence. It's peace of mind. It's perspective. All those things that I longed for when I was younger, but for some reason only comes when you get old. And getting to this age meant that I dealt with a lot. Another truth bomb. In 2004, I was able and lucky enough to find treatment for my alcoholism. And that's when I truly learned about mental health and the importance of it, and to know how to ask for help, and the other part of it, to accept the help. I thank all of you in this room who are part of this system. You saved my life. You saved my family. And this January, I celebrated 21 years of sobriety. Thank you. Thank you for the work you do. One person right here, and so many more. We'd also like to take a few minutes to thank all of our summit underwriters, without whom this mental health summit would not be possible. The pinnacle partner level. Should I be doing this? Oh, this would help. Okay, I'm now getting with the program. Yay! Very important. These are the people we can't be here. They underwrite all of this. We're so grateful for the people who donate to us. Our pinnacle partner level recognizes statewide mental health champions, the Washington State Healthcare Authority. The dedication and commitment for bettering the behavioral health system for all Washingtonians is exemplified in the support and contribution from our friends at the Washington State Healthcare Authority. Thank you. At the transformation leadership level, the Allied Health Center of Excellence, the Cambia Health Foundation, the Kaiser Foundation, and the Providence Wellbeing Trust. Nope. One more. And we would like to thank all of our stakeholders, underwriters, WellPoint, Seattle Children's Hospital, King County, and Multicare Behavioral Health Network. And last but never least, our supporting partner level, Hazelden Betty Ford, Humana Health Solutions, Pierre, Washington, Triumph Treatment Services, and the Washington State Hospital Association. And you can see all of these valuable contributors also displayed in the AirMeet app and on the agendas found on your table. We simply could not do this without them all. They enable the power of this day and beyond, so thank you. Now let's go over the agenda. 9 a.m., we have a planned special moment to honor Washington State Representative Frank Chop. 9:15 a.m., our keynote speakers, Senator Manka Dhingra. At 9:50 a.m., we'll have progress updates from the two past summit initiatives. 10:15 to 10:45, we're gonna have a nice break, and you get to visit our exhibitor tables in the ballroom and north and south exhibit halls. We have a lot to see. Please take time to look at them and talk to them. 10:45, the first 3 of our 6 initiatives. 12:15, our 1-hour lunch break. 1:15, the 4th new initiative. 1:45, community leadership panel discussion. 2:45, afternoon break. 3 p.m., final 2 initiatives. And 4 p.m., Laura Crooks closes the day with a final call to action and closing remarks. I would now like to invite Topher Jerome up to talk about how to use the Air Meet platform app, because he lives in the 21st century and I live in the 20th, obviously. It is now my honor and privilege to introduce you to Todd and Laura Crooks. Laura is the CEO of Children's Village of Yakima, an outpatient pediatric center serving children and families across central Washington. This follows a 25-year career at Seattle Children's Hospital, culminating in her role as Senior Director of Patient and Family Experience. Laura is a nationally recognized leader in compassionate, family-centered care. She is also the co-founder of Chad's Legacy Project and has played a key role in expanding youth mental health first aid across the state. Laura serves on the Washington State Mental Health Summit Advisory Committee, advancing statewide efforts in youth mental health. Todd Crooks is the executive director of Chad's Legacy Project, an organization he and his wife Laura co-founded to advance mental health reform in Washington State. In recognition of their impact, they received the 2018 Hero Award from the Washington Council for Behavioral Health. Todd also serves on the National Advisory Board for the Mental Health Literacy Collaborative, promoting mental health education in schools nationwide. In 2023, he contributed to state policy as a member of the School-Based Behavioral Health and Suicide Prevention Legislative Subcommittee and led efforts to implement the Washington Mental Health Advance Directive. He was honored with the NAMI Washington Public Service Award later that year. They are also 2 of the people I respect most in the world. They inspire, enrich, and empower all of us, and I'm grateful to call them friends.
Hi, friends. I want to underscore why we're doing what we're doing with the panel today. 2 years ago, we were approached as we were looking for underwriters for the 2023 summit by a pharmaceutical company wanting to help with underwriting for the event. And for many reasons that are valid, we had to decline and say, we can't do underwriting with pharma. But within those valid reasons lies a stigma that exists even within this community. And it really got us thinking about wanting to lean into a conversation to talk about the intersection between stigma and reality and medication and therapy. Now, a couple of you know I'm about 10 weeks post-op from a small procedure where they reattached my quad tendon to my patella or kneecap. And for a couple days, I took some oxy, and I also took some pretty big doses of naproxen, and doing great. And that's really easy for me to say. I don't know if you guys have heard something really horrible happened to our family 9 years ago. And for reasons that some of you might understand more than it changed my brain. And since then, I've had a little bit of therapy, and I've also been, for a lot of that time, on sertraline. That's really hard for me to say. And it's not because it's not because sertraline doesn't help me or that I should be doing something else, because it was a lifesaver. I can honestly tell you that without it, I might not be here today. So we're leaning into this conversation today about what is the intersection, how do they play together, what are the current modes and all of those things. And I wanted to highlight that because even in this safe space, it is really hard for me to be honest about what I'm doing for myself. And I think that has to change. And I can guarantee you that going forward in 2026 and 2028, as this event continues, the Washington State Mental Health Summit will lean in to these tough conversations and continue to lean forward into this world to help affect change. So I encourage you to stay for the panel, and then I also encourage you to stay for the big finish where she will knock your socks off.
Well, I don't have any socks on, so apparently I did that already to myself. Good morning, everybody. Good morning to everybody here in the room, and good morning to those of you online. We're really very pleased to have you here today. We have some really exciting initiatives that are coming up. And we had more initiatives apply this year than we ever have in the past, which just speaks to the need and to what's happening within our state. The whole purpose for this summit, after we lost Chad, and we talked to a lot of people about what was happening in our state. Roger is one of them, sitting right here in the front from Providence. People said, well, you should talk to that person. And then could you tell us what they said? And, oh, have you talked to this person over here? And then when you're done talking to them, can you see if they can send us their book or their manual? And it was like, why don't people talk to each other? And why don't they get together? And then there are all these little teeny things that Jürgen calls pockets of excellence around our state, and people didn't know about them. Chad, who was admitted to the University of Washington Hospital, didn't get a service that was available at Harborview. And it's the same programs. And because he was at one hospital, he wasn't eligible for what was happening at a partner hospital right down the road. And so we needed to stop that. And we needed to figure out a way to bring people together. So we've done the summit. All of you are here, other than our underwriters, for whom we are very grateful. We don't ask you to pay. We feed you. We tell you to come. We tell you to pay attention, and we ask you to sign up. So please, if you hear something that you think is interesting, find out more. If you hear something that you go, wow, we could do that, connect with those people. Do something so that we can really move the needle. More than ever, that's important. More than ever, it's the not let the big dollars and the policies get in the way. It is about collaboration and connection. And together, we can make a huge difference. So I'm very grateful for you all to be here, and I'll talk more about that later. And right now, I'm gonna call my friend Dr. Unitzer up to the stage to tell you about somebody who has made a huge difference in our state and who we wanna honor. Jürgen?